Hello everyone, my name is CantDoGames and this is the Weird News. Today on the Weird News we have predictions that have come true about Nostradamus' predictions. Said the word twice, I don't know why. Several predictions have come true already. I don't really know which ones, but we're going to find out. And also, political commentator roasted for saying Black Little Mermaid doesn't match up with science. It's a movie, it's from Disney, isn't real, don't you get that? Stop making a fuss out of everything else that isn't real. I don't know, my head. I would think they wouldn't be white skinned or black skinned or yellow skinned or pink skinned. I think they would be see-through, illuminate. They would basically be luminous, like see-through, like most fish down in the depths of the ocean. You know what I mean? They'd probably be blind. If you want to talk science to mermaids, especially Disney. But yes, that's all come today on today's Weird News. I hope you stick around and enjoy. Let's do this. Nostradamus has predicted several things for 2022, which could still come true. Ooh. If, like me, you like to check horoscopes and blame it for when shit hits the fan, Michael de Nostradamus has recovered for the rest of 2022. Yep, because some reason people back then thought they could see the future and could predict the future because they were all on some sort of drug. You know what I mean? Most of them were probably high on all the fumes and shit. Just saying. After having already predicted Russia's invasion of Ukraine, true, as well as the Queen Elizabeth II's passing, French astrologist Nostradamus' book Les Prophéties, published in 1555, has even more in store before the year is up. If there was even more of a reason to follow a squirrel's lead, collect supplies and hibernate until 2023, then this is it. I'm not Nostradamus, but this is probably accurate. Everything is not going to be okay. Fuck. Alright, it's one way to make someone panic, isn't it? Jesus. Everything's not going to be okay, guys. The world's going to end. Oh, shut up. The world's been ending for years. The war in Ukraine isn't the only conflict Nostradamus predicted taking place by the end of 2022. The astrologist has predicted France will be also invaded. His predictions read, blue shall whitehead harm in such degree as France goods to both shall amount. I can't read his stuff that well. However, the line refers to the spring of 2022, so perhaps the astrologer hasn't quite hit the nail on the head this time, and France is safe from potentially Third World War for now. I know it's like that they think like blue head shall white head harm in such degree. I don't know how they get like the date 2022 and spring out of that. I know there's probably a way and all that. Of course there is probably meaning behind it all. But could you think they were just making gibberish up because they were high as a kite? You know what I mean? And they're probably not all that very smart as we are now. Like the average person nowadays is basically a genius to people from like the 15th, 14th century. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we were baby smarter than they had kids back then. One prediction which seems eerily accurate given the cost of living crises in Nostradamus' prediction of rising prices. No abbots, monks, no novice to learn, honey shall cost far more than candle wax. So high the price of wheat, that man is stirred, his fellow man to eat in his despair, he states. Indeed, the cost of living crisis in the UK has seen inflation in the last 30 years. It has seen inflation a lot. However, whether we all turn to cannibalism because the price of cheese and butter has risen too steeply is debatable. No, I don't think we would go to cannibalism. I would. But I think everyone else would just go vegan. And then all the vegans are like, yeah, see, I told you it would be better. Shit, That's when they rise vegan food up in price as well. Then it'll go cannibalism. Basically, yeah. Average price of bread in UK pence. From May 1994 was 52p. June 2010 it was £1.19. Okay, and in March it was March of this year. It's 114p. That is a lot. That is a big increase. That is from 10 years of each. Jesus. Nostradamus predicted that the world is going to keep getting warmer, as already been proven correct this year. Yes, global warming. In 1555, the astrologer wrote, "Like the sun, the head shall sear the shining sea. The Black Sea's living fish shall all but boil." Fuck. When rodents and genos half-starved shall be, the local folks to cut them up shall toil. The UK was hit by a serious heat wave this summer, which temperatures rising as high as 40. That's true. There have also been recent devastating floods across African continents. Devastating effects of a climate crisis on African continents are visible. On August 2020 alone, the floods took hundreds of lives, destroyed human homes and buildings, and affected hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, there was flooding. There's still a few months left for Nostradamus' predictions about artificial intelligence to come true. That is going to happen. Look at Elon Musk right now. Look at all this VR stuff we've got going on. I think that's happening already. So, shit. And we've only got a couple, we've only got like 2 months and a week left till the end of 2022. So, Cybernet is coming. Cybernet is coming. Despite the astrologer's prediction having been made over 5 decades ago, he was definitely ahead of his time in predicting the fast-paced evolution of technology. The moon in the fall of night. Over the high mountain, the new sage with a lone brain sees it. By his discipline, invited to be immortal, eyes to the south, hands in bosom, body in the fire, he said. In August of 2022, artificial intelligence of what Austria could look like in only 50 years left people astounded. As if 2022 hadn't been advertised already, it could really go out with a bang, as according to Nostradamus, an asteroid could be on its way to Earth. Fuck. The fireworks this year, this New Year's Eve, as an astrologer has predicted, fire from the sky shall fall. That happens every year. Cause fireworks, New Year. No, that's just something that happens every year. So it ain't gonna be an asteroid, is it? Might have a shooting star. Might have that. That'd be nice. Or meteor shower. That'd be lovely to see, like on New Year's or something. But not that. I think they were just lucky guesses, you know what I mean? And also, I don't think they translated it properly, but the truth is we'll never know what it really means unless you talk to the person. But of course we can't, he's dead. Anyways, that's what some predictions are happening. So we are going to end up with artificial intelligence and a meteorite fall into Earth, all in the space of 2 months. Okay. Alright, in other news that isn't so predictable, political commentator roasted for saying Black Little Mermaid doesn't match up with science. Yep, someone used the word science with the word black. That doesn't go down well, and also YouTube, please don't ban me for that. I'm just saying what it says on the thing, alright? Controversy. Political commentator Matt Walsh has been absolutely panned after saying that The Little Mermaid doesn't make sense scientifically. It's a movie, it's from Disney, isn't real. Don't you get that? Stop making a fuss out of everything else that isn't real. I don't know. Oh, my head.
All right, Max Winter says, a black actor playing the Little Mermaid really is a case of white erasure. All forms of art, including fairy tales, are meant to be reflections of the author's experiences and observations. Hans Christian Andersen probably based the Little Mermaid based on experiences he went through in his home country of Denmark, so it makes sense that most of his characters would be white, since that's the world and the people he was surrounded by. Yeah, I'm given the way that we deal with these sorts of issues, I'm sympathetic to that. Now, I would be fine, like we talked about yesterday. We don't have to rehash the entire thing, but if we all agreed that race in films and TV shows, especially fictional stories, don't matter, and we're going to take a kind of colorblind casting approach, and it doesn't matter as long as the actor is good. If we could all agree on that, then I'd be on board. And as I said, that's basically what it was for many years, what it was back in the 90s. But what I cannot abide by is the double standard thing where we say, well, the race in casting matters only for certain races and not for others. That also, by the way, with The Little Mermaid, can we also just mention that just from a scientific perspective, okay, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have someone with darker skin who lives deep in the ocean. I mean, if anything, not only should the Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent. If you look at deep sea creatures, they're like translucent. They have no kind of pigmentation whatsoever.
They don't have mostly
and they're
main
just
skin.
like these horrifying, they look like skeletons floating around in the ocean. That's what the Little Mermaid should look like. She should be totally pale and skeletal, where you can see her skull through her face. And that would actually be a version of Little Mermaid that I would watch.
I think he doesn't like Disney. I think he has a grudge with Disney. Or with the Little Mermaid or something. It's a movie. It's fiction. It's fake. It's not real. They can do what they want. There's talking fish in the fucking movie. They have talking fish. There's a singing crab, for fuck's sake. We all know the song.
Under the sea.
It's not real, so... You want a horror movie? Disney ain't gonna do that. If you don't like it, don't fucking complain about it. Don't watch it. Why have you got a grudge against Disney or Little Mermaid? Someone had a shit childhood. If anything, not only should the Little Mermaid be pale, she should actually be translucent. Translucent. If you look at a deep sea creature, they're translucent. They have no kind of pigmentations whatsoever. He added, they look like skeletons floating around in the ocean. That's what the Little Mermaid, she should be totally pale and skeleton, where you can see her skull through her face. And that would actually be the version of Little Mermaid I would watch. Sorry, next time we see if Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas is available for the role. Welsh remarks sparked a furious debate online with many criticism the commentator for his ignorance. One person wrote, "Some of you didn't even pass high school biology, so I don't know why you're suddenly worried about things being scientifically accurate, but alright." Another commented, "Racists arguing that a completely fictional Disney character couldn't be black because science. I'm not sure who I hate more, pedants or racist." Then added, "It's racist." It is racist. That is so racist, I think. It's been racist. A third person shared, "It is unscientifically to cast a white person as Jesus." Yeah, that's true. Jesus wasn't white. He lived in the Middle East. No one out there is white, are they? Can you imagine going through the joy and pain of having a child, feeding him, staying up at night, and comforting him, teaching him how to read and try new foods? And then you discover he turned out like this. Well, another said, from a scientific perspective, it makes a lot of sense for a person to have dark skin if they're going to live in that much water and still look good when they come out of the ocean because black doesn't crack. Nice. But despite Welsh's statement, young black girls reacting to Disney trailer have gone viral, with many marveling over the R&B singer portraying the princess. Here we go.
I know, right?
It's so adorable how she reacts. Towards the end of the trailer, a stunned girl yells out, "Mummy!" To which she responds, "I know, right? Representation matters, people." Yeah, representation does matter. How do you represent yourself? How you present yourself to others in a way. It doesn't matter what colour you are, where you're from, or anything like that. It doesn't matter. And scientifically, it's all fake. It's fiction. People make it up. They can do what they want. Animals talk in Disney movies, for fuck's sake. If that really happened, it would be fucking terrifying, I think. I don't really want to go to the ocean, to the beach there, and a crab comes out and starts going, "Under the sea." Fuck off, no. It's all fake, and it's for kids. Don't try and ruin stuff for people, because you had a bad childhood yourself. Simple as. Anyways, people, I really hope you enjoyed today's weird news. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like to help support the channel, and subscribe if you're new. And also share my stuff with your friends. Spread the word of the weird news. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.